Welcome, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Brian with the County Library South Main Clinic Reading Room, and today I'm going to show you how to make this very cool and easy rope bracelet. So to get started, you're going to need some either rope or string or even yarn. Any one of those will do for this project. I'm going to show you one knot that's going to create the DNA design. But if you or the kids get really excited about this project and want to do more, there's a number of different knots that you can use that changes the design of the bracelet. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need are two lengths of string that are about 4 feet long. It can be about, it doesn't have to be exact. So the next thing you're going to do is put the two strings together, find the middle, make sure you have it about in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. Next thing you're going to do is take it at the top. You're going to do a little knot, and then that's going to help secure the top of the bracelet, and it's also going to be, you want to make the loop big enough so whatever piece like bead or button you're going to use to fasten it together, you want to make sure that that loop is big enough for that. Next thing you want to do is just take a piece of tape and tape that loop to the flat surface you're working on. That will make it a lot easier as you're making the knot to keep things organized. So the next step is we're going to be making sort of a retro macrame spiral knot. And once you have the knot down, you just keep repeating it for the whole bracelet. Okay, so once you have the string tied down to the table or taped down to the table, you're going to separate the two strings. So one of the strings you're going to put in the middle. So it's going to have two, that you fold it in half, it's going to have the two lengths going down the middle. With the other string that you folded in half, you're going to have one strand on the left and the other strand on the right. So the first thing you're going to do is take the strand on the left, cross it over the two strings in the middle, and then that string on the right is going to go over that top of the string that you just crossed over, so the string on the left. So it's going to make kind of a number 4 or a backwards 9. And then with the strand on the right, the one that you just crossed over, you're going to go under the two middle pieces of string and then through that little opening that makes the 4 or the backwards P or Q. And you're going to tighten it. You're going to have to tug a little bit on those two middle strings because they'll get bunched up. Get it good and tight. So again, you're going to take the left hand string, fold it, take it over the top of the two middle strings, making that 4. And that string on the right is going to go over the top of that left string. So this one on the right is going over the top of the left one. And then the one on the right hand string is going under the two middle and then through that loop on the right or on the left. And then you're going to keep tightening until you get to the top. Again, one more time. You're taking the left string, going over the top of the two middle strings, creating kind of that opening on the left. With the right string, you're going over the top of that left, and then you're taking the right string going under the two middle strings and then through that loop on the left, and then tightening. Now one of the things that you're going to find, because this is a spiral knot, is it'll start wanting to twist. So what you can do is lift up the piece of tape and kind of get the twist out a little bit. You don't want to mess up the strands, so you want to keep the strands just as you had them on the right, on the left, and on the right. Okay, so this is the finished product, which was done by my daughter. So what you want to do at the end is leave a little bit of loose string on the two left and right strands. So for the clasp, we're just using a bead that we found. You want to put that through the two middle pieces of string. To make that easier, I just put a piece of tape on the end, and that makes it easier to thread. So then you're going to push that bead or whatever button or you want to use to the top, put it back under the piece of tape. And then you're just going to do a couple of more knots using the same macrame knot technique, and you're ready to roll.